So you've probably heard the buzz. Some folks think Captain America Brave New World might flop. Even critics like The Critical Drinker and Snarky J are already calling it doomed to fail. Yeah, there's been a lot of chatter about that, and we even talked about some reasons why people think it could fail in a previous video. But hey, that doesn't mean the movie doesn't have a shot at success. In fact, Brave New World might just surprise everyone and crush it at the box office. So today we're flipping the script and breaking down 10 reasons why this movie could totally win over fans and critics. Let's dive in. Number 10, Red Hulk. Let's be real. Just the mention of Red Hulk in Captain America Brave New World has already gotten people hyped. This character alone has brought a ton of attention to the movie, even overshadowing Sam Wilson as Captain America in some ways.
Since when were they red?
Here's the thing. While many fans still struggle to fully embrace Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie, as the new Cap, Red Hulk gives the movie an edge. People are curious to see this more ferocious, menacing version of Hulk on the big screen. And let's not forget, behind the raw power of Red Hulk is Harrison Ford himself, playing Thaddeus Ross, now the newly elected president of the United States.
The country needs Captain America.
Making Ross not only a political figure, but also a massive threat as Red Hulk, genius. It ties back to earlier MCU films like The Incredible Hulk, and even sets up connections for future stories. Adding Red Hulk to the mix might just be what makes this movie stand out and draws fans into theaters. Number 9, Harrison Ford.
I had seen actors in the Marvel movies have a really good time. And I thought, well, maybe I ought to get me some of that.
All right, let's talk about the living legend himself, Harrison Ford. When Marvel had to recast Thaddeus Ross after William Hurt sadly passed away in 2022, they didn't just find a replacement, they went big. Hurt had played Ross for years, from The Incredible Hulk to Black Widow. But now, we've got Harrison Ford stepping in, and honestly, that's a massive win.
And Harrison Ford playing President Ross is one of the many pinch-yourself moments.
Ford has already proven he can crush roles like this. I mean, who doesn't remember him as the president in Air Force One?
This is an emergency call from Air Force One. This is the president. Connect me to the vice president, please.
He absolutely owned it. And in Brave New World, they're giving us Thaddeus Ross as the actual president of the United States. The guy's dealing with threats and chaos right at the start of his term. It's a setup that feels intense and very Ford-esque, you know?
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Here's the thing. Harrison Ford brings this star power that's hard to match. Even people who aren't hardcore Marvel fans might show up just to see him in action again. Like, who wouldn't want to watch him take on this kind of role? It's a brilliant move by Marvel, and honestly, it's a solid reason why this movie could end up surprising everyone. So, what do you think? Does Harrison Ford as President Ross have you more hyped for the movie?
Wait for it.
Number 8, Tiamut Island.
Save some for us, Cap.
Remember Tiamut Island? Yeah, that giant celestial sticking out of the ocean from Eternals? Fans have been scratching their heads over this ever since 2021. I mean, how does something that massive just not get mentioned again? It's like Marvel just hit the snooze button on it and moved on. People even started joking that Marvel straight up forgot about their own giant ocean statue. But finally, Tiamut Island is back in the spotlight, and we've got Brave New World to thank for it. Based on the trailer, it looks like the island is going to play a major role as one of the big battlegrounds in the movie. Honestly, this is a pretty exciting move. Not only does it tie Brave New World to Eternals, but it also gives fans something they've been begging for. Some actual follow-up on one of Marvel's most jaw-dropping moments. Number 7, Adamantium.
I think you heard you.
Speaking of Tiamut Island, it's not just a cool set piece. It's about to introduce something huge to the MCU. Adamantium. Yep, Marvel is finally bringing in another insanely strong metal, adding to the roster alongside vibranium.
We're about to begin bonding adamantium to weapon exoskeleton.
The idea is that adamantium might actually come from Tiamut Island itself, which instantly makes the island even more important in the bigger MCU picture.
The country is on the brink of war.
Now, if you've been following Marvel outside of the MCU, you already know adamantium is a big deal. It's the metal that makes up Wolverine's claws and skeleton.
G'day, mate.
There's nothing that'll bring me back to life faster.
With the X-Men now officially entering the MCU, introducing Adamantium feels like the perfect setup. Fans of the mutants will definitely be paying close attention to how this plays out. So, if you're hyped for Wolverine, the X-Men, or just the idea of a new game-changing resource in the MCU, Brave New World could be a must-watch for you.
You're right. I'm not.
Number 6, marketing strategy.
Being handed the shield, it just means a lot to me. It's personal.
Marvel Studios is pulling out all the stops when it comes to promoting Captain America Brave New World. From YouTube drops to massive campaigns, they're making sure this film is on everyone's radar. And honestly, if we take a step back and look at the promotional materials, the visuals and storyline teased so far do look promising. It seems like this movie is aiming to carve out its own identity, setting itself apart from previous Captain America films.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that or you don't want to.
But here's the thing. The chatter around the movie isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Critics and fans have been vocal about production concerns, negative test screenings, multiple reshoots, script rewrites, and that massive production budget. It's a lot to unpack.
Stand by for proof of death.
And it's definitely made some fans nervous. One of the biggest hurdles, convincing die-hard fans that Sam Wilson truly owns the Captain America mantle. If Brave New World can deliver and prove that Sam is a worthy successor, this could open up a whole new chapter for the Captain America saga and win back some hesitant fans in the process. Number 5, Giancarlo Esposito.
Stand by for proof of death.
One of the most exciting things about Brave New World is the debut of Giancarlo Esposito as Sidewinder, or as he'll likely be called in the film, Seth Volker, the leader of the Serpent Society. If you've been following his career, you already know Giancarlo Esposito is a master of playing villains. Over the last decade, he's delivered unforgettable performances in iconic roles like Gus Fring in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, Stan Edgar in The Boys, and Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian. What sets him apart is his ability to craft villains who feel deeply human, yet intimidatingly detached. His characters have clear, relatable motivations, but there's this cold indifference about them that makes them truly chilling. And let's not forget his knack for throwing in a bit of humor when needed. Remember his cameo in Community? That touch of charisma makes his villains all the more engaging and memorable.
Rightfully, I'm his son. So am I.
With a track record like that, there's no doubt Esposito will bring something special to Brave New World. Whether you're a longtime fan of his work or just curious about what he'll bring to the MCU, his role as Sidewinder is definitely something to watch out for. Number 4, fans still hope for the Captain America mantle. As the MCU enters a new era, we're starting to see legendary actors from the earlier phases returning, but this time in new roles. It's been confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. will play Dr. Doom.
What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
And there's buzz around Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson possibly returning as well, though with fresh characters.
Oh my God.
But here's the big question. What happens to the roles and superhero mantles they left behind? We know that characters like Iron Man and Black Widow have been written off. So, what about Captain America?
The country needs Captain America.
Well, Sam Wilson has now taken up the Captain America mantle, and while some fans are still on the fence about this change, this shift is actually rooted in Marvel Comics. Sure, some people aren't fully sold on Sam Wilson as Cap, but let's be real. Many are still curious about how Anthony Mackie will step into the role.
Save some for us, Cap.
Even though it's not Chris Evans anymore, fans are still holding out hope for a Captain America who will lead the new Avengers team. It's something they're eager to see, and that curiosity alone will likely bring a lot of people to the theaters, whether they're excited or skeptical. They'll want to see if Sam Wilson can give them that same Captain America vibe that Steve Rogers did. So no matter what happens with the movie's quality, I'm pretty sure a lot of fans will show up to check it out. They'll want to prove their own predictions, good or bad.
You asked for me. Here I am.
Number 3, high awareness movies. 2 major movies are hitting theaters on February 14th. Captain America Brave New World and Paddington in Peru. When it comes to competition like this, the movie with the highest awareness tends to have a better shot at box office success.
He has made that decision to become unabashedly Captain America.
As of now, Brave New World is leading the pack in terms of awareness. This is one of the perks of MCU movies. They have such a huge fan base. And here's the interesting part. Even though there's been a lot of negative buzz about the production, like the reshoots, the rewrites, and the big budget concerns, it's actually been increasing awareness for the film. In a way, all the talk, good or bad, is just fueling more curiosity about it. So even if people are predicting that Brave New World will flop, it might just help push more viewers into theaters to see what all the fuss is about. That level of buzz can definitely work in the film's favor.
Whatever this is, Cap.
Number 2, Brave New World doesn't need perfection, just improvement.
Be careful.
In recent years, audiences have been overwhelmed by a flood of superhero movies that just didn't hit the mark in terms of quality.
Banner. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
This is one of the main reasons why many people are feeling a bit apathetic toward upcoming films, including Captain America: Brave New World. But here's the thing, it might actually work in the movie's favor. Brave New World doesn't need to be a masterpiece to succeed. It just needs to be better than some of the superhero flicks that have come out recently within the MCU. If the movie can simply raise the bar even a little bit, it could win over audiences.
Stand by for proof of death.
Lower expectations mean the film can easily exceed them, right? Of course, this only works if Brave New World delivers. If it ends up falling flat, it'll just reinforce the idea that superhero movies are past their prime. So it's a delicate balance, but if it hits the sweet spot, it could still do really well.
Wait for it.
Number 1, critics have to prove their assumptions by watching the film. The best way to prove an opinion about a movie? Watch it. All the negative reviews and predictions that Brave New World is going to flop will lead some people to write it off. But that actually creates an opportunity for Marvel fans to show up and prove the critics wrong.
You're right. I'm not.
Is Brave New World going to be a solid film that satisfies fans, or will it end up as just another bad entry in the MCU? To find out, we've got to go see it for ourselves. So let's check it out in theaters and see if it lives up to the hype,
Either you can't see that or you don't want to.
or if it just adds another movie to the MCU's missed opportunities list. So those are the 10 reasons why Captain America: Brave New World might just defy expectations and crush it at the box office. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.